Welcome to Yapaholics, where we yap and you listen. The local podcast from Pensacola with your boys, Matthew Webb. I go by Matt.
I'm CJ Hamilton. I go by CJ.
And this one's going to be a little bit of introductory episode so that you can get to know us. Let's start from the beginning, CJ. Where did you grow up?
I was born and raised here in beautiful Pensacola. I'm one of the few that never left, never chased anything, never went off to school, stuck it out here. I've been, my past life, before I got into real estate, I spent 10 years in the banking industry. I decided I had enough. COVID came around, wanted to change, decided real estate would be fun. It seems easy on TV. And I'm crazy enough to believe it, jumped right into the business. And don't believe everything you see on TV, people. It is not easy, but it is rewarding.
Yeah. One of our favorite creators, me and you both watch him. He says it about health and fitness and everything like that, but truly, it isn't easy, but it is simple.
It's simple, not easy.
Yeah, it is simple as long as you don't overcomplicate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm along the same lines, but I was born in Baytown, Texas, so I haven't been here my whole life. Grew up in the Gulf Breeze, Navarre area, what most people locally at least would know as Midway, right across from the zoo, back behind the old flea market that's no longer there. There is now a Gulf Breeze High School going there, which is kind of insane. It's weird to see my childhood kind of gone as I drive by there. And I did chase. I left. I went for 4 years. After I turned 18, I left and went to Austin, Texas, and spent some time there, which got me actually out of the food industry. This is where I started. I was just in fast food, sort of the restaurant business a little bit. It was Ruby Tuesday, so it wasn't like anything crazy. But that's like all I knew. And then whenever I moved to Austin, I actually got the opportunity to start working in a financial institution, which is where I spent 10 years of my life as well after that, before jumping into real estate.
What made you come back to Pensacola?
Family.
Okay.
I left for a girl, right? So obviously everybody has those kind of situations where you go off and do something because you think it's the right thing at the time. And I did. And I wouldn't change anything about it. I loved Austin to death. It was incredible. But after things ended with me and her, I just wanted to get back to family, get back to what I know the best, which is Pensacola, which when I moved back here, I actually moved over to right off of Beverly. And if you don't know what Beverly is, a lot of people around here know Beverly is also Michigan Avenue, and it's also
Brent Lane,
yeah.
Softly Field.
Yeah, it's one whole road that changes names 3 times or something like that. It's nuts. So that's what got me back. And then from there, whenever I came back, I immediately went back into the financial institutions. And it wasn't until 2020 whenever I started thinking about real estate. And then I didn't get into real estate until you did it, until I saw somebody around me do it.
Yep.
So talk about a little bit about your career before real estate. Obviously, you said financial institution. How was that for you?
It was interesting. I spent my early 20s at a larger credit union in town. I spent 5 years there. I was on the phones in a call center. It's one of those things, you're younger and naive and you just think you've found your career per se, and then things change and you get miserable and you want a change of scenery. So I left there, went to work for a very small credit union here in the area of Pensacola, where we actually met. We worked together, but I joined in January 2020. Little did I know what was about to happen in the world. So as I was finishing up training at this small credit union, we basically shut down. And then things happen, people leave, I get promoted. And then COVID happens, we open back up in 2021. I'm still there. It was fun. I enjoyed the people. I don't miss the work or the the corporate-y side of it. I enjoy being my own boss. So I had bought and sold a piece of real estate prior to even thinking about coming into real estate. And then during the time we were closed at the credit union and during COVID, all that life was, and it's a little different here in Florida, but basically all life was, you wake up, you go to work, you come home, you binge Netflix, and you do it all over again. And then I finally got tired of it and was like, man, I gotta change. And then I kept up with the real estate agent who sold my house, and she was like, "Oh, you would do well in real estate." I'm like, "Yeah, it can't be that hard." Like I
Right.
said earlier, I'm like, I did some research on it. Obviously, I knew coming into it, it wasn't easy and wasn't what the TV shows had said. But I said, what's the worst that can happen? I was kind of capped out at a certain dollar amount that I was making, and nobody in front of me was dying or quitting anytime soon. So I was kind of stuck in a position, and I wanted to make more money. Again, thought real estate was easy and was like, oh, I can just make millions of dollars. You know, that's what it is on TV. They make an average commission of $599,000. And then I jumped right in, passed the test, talked to you about it, and then I've been off and running ever since. Seems like forever for how long I've been doing it now.
Yeah, totally understand that. I feel a lot of the same way, right? Like with me, you said you're young and naive and think you found what you were looking for. That's exactly how, I mean, you word for word described how I felt when I first joined a financial institution. From the fast food industry, I was like, I'm not going to lie to you, for a while there, I worked in fast food for like 6 years before I joined into a financial institution. And I thought that was all I was going to do.
Yeah.
I thought that was all I was going to know. I felt like I didn't have any other kind of skills. So I didn't think I could get out from that industry. And then whenever I got that opportunity, just because I was a cashier, this financial institution was looking for a teller. So they were like, hey, any cash handling experience is what we're looking for. Once I got that opportunity, I was like, oh my God, I've made it. Like I'm actually like in a real field now. You know what I'm saying? So
Working
it was
Monday through Friday, a 9 to 5.
Right.
No nights, no weekends.
Right. It was great. Well, it wasn't no weekends for me at the start. The credit union I worked for was open on Saturdays. So
yeah, but it's a half a day.
Right. We would alternate and it was only half a day. So it was a crazy experience. Right. And I kind of fell in love with it. Like whenever I first started doing it, I just felt like I was so good at what I was doing that there was no way that I wanted to leave. Kind of just like you though, I felt like I got capped. I'm someone who always thrives to be better, keeps moving forward, looks for the next opening. So whenever I moved back here and I joined that credit union that you were talking about, where we met, I was like, I was dedicated to moving up as quickly and as far as possible. Yeah. And it felt like I got to a point where I met my end and I couldn't move anymore. So that's one of the reasons I decided to back away. Also, just like you said, in 2020, when, you know, the world went to shit and nobody knew what to do or where to go. Obviously, you talked about people leaving and you getting a promotion. I was people. I left for a few months. You're very welcome. I got CJ into the position that he ended up quitting from, but I didn't want to leave. I just felt like in the time with how things were going that I needed to leave. So yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from there. And just ending the time at the financial institution, I didn't know if I was going to be doing the right thing, but I was looking for something where I could expound on my potential and not just be stuck in one spot. Not to say that I didn't love all the people there as well, because just like you, we still have a lot of friends that work there.
Still get lunches and dinners.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great experience for like community and everything like that. Now, into real estate wise, it's funny you said that one of the reasons that you even thought about real estate was because you had purchased and sold a piece of real estate. It was exactly the same as me. I purchased and sold my home in that time frame. I purchased it in like 2019, I believe it was. Ended up selling beginning of 2021. Boy, you know how it is. We all talk about it. We all talk about it now. How crazy.
Held on to it.
Well, no, to me it was actually
Perfect
granted.
timing.
I will say if I held on to it, I probably could have made more, but it was a wild experience. It was like barely a year and a half of me owning the property, and I ended up selling it for $75,000 more than what I originally bought it for. And whenever I bought it, people were telling me it was a bad time to buy.
Right.
But then I like almost X'd what I bought it for.
Yeah, in under 2 years.
Yeah, which is that's not how that works. I mean, we know how the market normally looks like.
Yep.
But that's what everybody says back when you could put up a sign and it'd be sold in a day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. It was sold within like 2 weeks or something like that. It was nuts. It was a crazy experience. But that was when I originally started thinking about it. But I'm a person that doesn't do well expected to do everything in a spot. I like to work with people. So it wasn't until you joined this team where I was like, oh, a team. I work great with teams.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I like being able to bounce ideas off of each other. And then not only that, but like just the group think, group accountability, all that kind of stuff works really well with me. So that's how I come to be in real estate. Is there anything that you look forward to being in real estate now?
Yeah, so we've been in the real estate business now for what seems like forever. We're in the midst of a shift. They say, the experts, that these last 2 years have been the worst years in 30 years. In the last 2 years, I've had my best years in life in general. What I'm looking forward to is the shift ending. They project this year we're supposedly somewhere between 5 and 6 million homes for the year. Now, for anyone listening, that's very relevant to our local market. Just kind of giving you a broad aspect of what real estate is it's very hyper local. But the to sum up the question, yes, I'm excited for the future, excited to help more people, and now have what I hope to be the best year of my career so far.
Right. Yeah. And you've been in it a little bit longer than me. I think you've been in it just about 3 years now.
Yep.
I've been in it for about a year and a half. I decided to go full time last year, around March. So it wasn't the full year, but a good majority of it. And whereas I didn't necessarily have the best year of my life, one of the biggest things that real estate has given to me is freedom, time.
That's what I'm considering. It's been the best year.
Yeah, I have, obviously I take, my situation. Yep. I take care of my mom, and my little brother stays with me as well. It's been very important to me to be able to be there for my little brother in moments where he needs me. I just got, literally, if I wasn't in real estate, who knows if I would have had time or the energy. I just cut his hair last night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a barber. I was in there cooking up a storm. That boy looked good for today.
I bet he does.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm excited for in the future is just looking ahead to what kind of freedoms and opportunities will arise. Also, I mean, obviously, we're sitting here talking to each other right now through microphones. That's one of the things that I've looked forward to a lot is the fact that we've been able to start stuff like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been friends for 7 years now, something like that.
Oh, yeah, 2019.
So almost 7 years now, and this is something that we've talked about a lot,
especially over the last 12 to 18 months.
And real estate has given it to us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the time.
It's incredible.
The ability for us to take just a random day of the week and be able to have the ability to do this or do whatever we want is what I mean. Whatever I say, I've had the best years. I've taken trips. I've played a lot of golf. I'd gone out to some of the best restaurants that we have. I can just drop everything what I'm doing and go play pickleball on a random afternoon. It's incredible the time that it allows whenever the time it does allow. Because
right.
We are busy. We have very seasonal business here in our local area. But at the end of the day, we control our own schedules. So as long as you give me 12-hour heads up, I can meet you on the pickleball court.
Right, exactly. And, one of the beautiful things about real estate, at least for me, is I get to do, it was so weird. I used to think that, I couldn't love what I do.
Yeah.
Because,
that's
I was like a zombie almost whenever I was doing
punching the clock.
But now I truly love what I do, and it's not necessarily for the fact that it's just real estate, just connecting with people.
It's everything that comes along with it. The people.
Yeah, and helping be
journey.
A part of such a big point in someone's life is so fulfilling to me. It's not just I'm looking to do this for a paycheck.
Right.
I'm doing this because I want people to love where they are. And we do love where we are. I believe we have one of the best areas in the world.
Yeah, I sell what I believe in.
Yeah.
I don't really sell anything, but if you call it selling, I sell what I believe in. I never, obviously people have different circumstances, but I never left for a reason. I think this town offers something for everybody. I like the journey of people, connecting with them, whether that's them relocating from out of city, out of state, or them being local. I like staying in contact with whomever I help, seeing what they've done to the house, seeing their next step or the move up, and the plans that they have for the future. So I enjoy being able to reconnect with everybody that I've helped with all the different events that we host. But I think we were the #1 beach in some magazine, Pensacola Beach. And then
As we should be.
Then I think Navarre was #2 or #3. So like we have the top beaches in the state. Like why wouldn't you want to be here? Our cost of living is relatively low, not to locals, but it's relatively low in general. That's why we have so many people that do relocate. Not only that, but we're surrounded by military, right? So we're very thankful to be able to help people in the military, be able to do any kind of residential transactions. And then as some people do, they sell and then move on, but other people hold. And then those people eventually come back. I always tell people if they're not from here or here for a short period of time, like in the military, they'll be back. Don't ever sell. When you retire, you'll be back, I promise.
Yeah. And, obviously some people aren't in the financial capability of holding and everything like that. So obviously we get why people sell.
I mean, I sold. I get it.
Right. Me too. Yeah. I can't say anything. I would have loved to hold on if I could. Yeah. But, not only that, but like not to get, because I don't like going in this route at all, but not to get political at all. So many people are different. And with the world so divisive, it's cool to work with so many people and find so many like commonalities between folks.
I mean, we work with all different kinds of walk of life.
Yeah.
You name it, we help it.
And every single person I talk to,
get along.
Yeah, not only that, but like every single person I talk to, we like something of the same.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy you can agree upon things in life. It's
right.
Wild.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's like no matter where they come from or
their background,
how they were raised or anything like that, we all there is something that we all connect with, which is just one of my favorite reasons that I'm in real estate right now. Well,
I'm in a relationship building business.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Well, outside of real estate, because that is such a big part of our lives, it allows us to do so much more. What's some extracurricular activities that people could know about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty simple. I like playing golf. I'm terrible at golf. Awful at golf.
You and me both, brother.
I enjoy the sport of golf. I do enjoy playing pickleball when it's not a mid-July summer day. So catch me in the fall, winter, spring for pickleball. Golf, I can sweat it out in the summer. It's just miserable. I just drink more beer. And then anything football related. So college football, NFL football. I may not watch it with you, but I will at least text you about it and keep up with you. UFC, I'm big into the UFC as well. Matt and I and Raymond, another one of our pals, try to travel to a football game each year. So that's one thing I've been looking forward to past 4 years that 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
I think it's 4 years now.
Yeah. So this is year number 5. So sports is what you can find me outside of. And listen, if you're into NASCAR, listen, I can find a common ground. If you're into who knows what, I'll find the common interest in it and be friends with you.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously me and CJ are friends for a reason. I'm a big sports guy as well. I don't watch as much basketball as I used to, but I'm a big basketball guy as well. I think you didn't touch on baseball, which you should have, because CJ is a big baseball guy and has gone to plenty of baseball games recently in his life. So to me as well, football, anything football, and I'm starting to get into college more because of CJ and our other podcasts that we do. But outside of sports, okay, I can't get away from sports just yet because I love golf, brother. Yeah. You said that. I'm just such a big golf lover.
I think real estate is what made me appreciate golf.
Yes.
Because golf takes up a lot of time.
Oh my God, does it?
4 to 5 hours for 18 holes. I would never do that on a weekend when I was working the 9 to 5.
There's no shot you could have caught me out there after credit union hours. You know what I'm saying? It's just impossible.
But now, a Saturday 8 a.m. tee time, sign me up, brother. But
that's what I'm talking about.
Golf takes a ton of time.
Neither one of us are good.
No. Terrible.
but we love to have fun.
I would love to say we're improving. I think Matt's getting better. I think I'm getting worse.
Well, our last couple of times that we've gone, we've actually been on a simulator, which I don't know if it's going to tell us anything good or not, but
We'll see.
It feels like we're getting better on the simulator. Let's just say that much. Pickleball is a big one as well. We just recently started doing pickleball like weekly for the most part, hopefully, trying to get our health back up in 2026. But outside of sports, there's quite a few things that I enjoy as well. I'm a huge nerd. I play a lot of video games.
Absolutely.
Another one that actually seems to be a little bit more popular now due to certain streamers and then also certain shows like Stranger Things is Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, big nerd there, which is funny because if you would have asked me 3 years ago if I was in Dungeons and Dragons, I would have looked at you like you were stupid.
And it's also the people you surround yourself with.
Yes, of course.
Those are the types of games that makes it better because of the people you play with.
Yeah. It really helps that I have a lot of close friends that do it as well. Especially because it's almost like a little bit of a vulnerability to like act like you're someone else.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you're doing in Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, those two things are huge to me, video games and Dungeons and Dragons. I love movies. Movies is one of my favorite things in the world. There's nothing better than going to a theater on a late evening and having some popcorn with a drink and watching a movie for 2 hours. I love the Avatar series, but 3 hours is sometimes a little too much. And then just a big one for me, man, and we'll get more into it as these episodes go on because it's one of the things that we'll focus on going forward. It's just food. And boy, we have some good food here in Pensacola.
Some of the best. And if it's not directly in Pensacola, it's within, an hour drive. Because we have great food just all around the Gulf Coast in general. So we service Pensacola, we service Destin, we service Navarre, we service 30A. So I mean, we're out and about in all these different areas outside of Pensacola, and we have the privilege to be able to try multiple different restaurants on a random Tuesday. It's incredible. We'll have an episode dedicated to food and restaurants just in general, but I could talk about food for 45 plus minutes easily. Without missing a beat. I could probably spend 45 minutes on one restaurant if you allowed me to. Yeah, I've probably had everything from that restaurant. And I agree, man. One of the best things to me about being in real estate is the fact that we could go to one of these restaurants on a random Tuesday, and we may have been able to do that before, but it never felt like we could. Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we did, we wouldn't have been able to sit there and enjoy it. We would have had to hurry up and try to get out of there. But I'll tell you what, that is probably the least favorite thing for my girlfriend, Emma. She hates that I get to do that randomly because she's stuck at work. And she's like, I can't believe you're going to eat there without me. But listen, me and you have a saying. If it's free, it's for me. It's for me, baby. If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah.
One thing about being a real estate agent, you get a lot of free food.
That's 100% correct. Because you're building good relationships with not only people you work with, but the people you work for as well. So
I will also go on the record and say, if you like good food and free food, I'll treat you to lunch. You have a real estate transaction with me, or in the future will want a real estate transaction with me, I'll buy you lunch. I'll buy you dinner. I'll buy you coffee. Whatever fancies you. I like food, so you name it, I'll be there. It's all me.
And I can attest to this because CJ has bought me food plenty of times, and I haven't done a transaction with him. So I can only imagine how he's going to treat you if you do a transaction with him. I'm pretty much the same way. Man, I want people to enjoy the lifestyle that we get to live here in the Panhandle. So if you want food, reach out to me and CJ. We might be able to help you out a little bit.
What game are you currently playing at the moment?
Dude, let's talk about the one that I just picked back up. Because I play Valorant. I play Valorant a lot, and that game irritates me more than anything. So I don't want to talk about that game.
Okay.
But me and my friend just started playing Raft again. It's a chill game, bro. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we beat it. It's a fun story.
I've actually never beaten it. I've gotten close because I know like you're supposed to start navigating islands and stuff like that. And there's a boat, like a crashed boat or something like that. I remember. I plan on beating it this time and playing actually through it. But that's probably the top of the line for me. Are you playing any video games right now? I know you don't play as much as I do, but
Yeah, I don't play as much as I used to, that's for sure. I did fall into the trap and buy Arc Raiders, and I've been starting to put more and more hours into it. It's got all of my attention. It's if I have free time that's outside of football or spending time with Krista, it's on the stupid video game.
yep, I
It's
feel
fun.
that. I feel
do you-
like I could be much more productive, but man, video games scratch an itch for me that I need.
Did you grow up playing video games?
Yeah, but funny enough, I didn't play a whole lot of them. I was outside a lot more than I was
Yeah.
inside. And when I did play, it's funny how much of a switch in video games, like the type of video games I play.
Sure.
Because I'm sure, just like me growing up, you played Madden,
Yeah.
2K all the time.
All the time.
Every once in a while, the good old FIFA, you'd
Right.
run it up. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I stopped playing those
Sports.
games.
Nah, me and Raymond still play Madden.
It's funny. I don't play those games as much, but I watch the sports more.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then, like, when I was younger, I didn't really watch a whole lot, but I played those games a lot. That's pretty much where all of my football knowledge came from at the time, was
Playing the game.
through Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
exactly.
it's all updated rosters. Like, it's all relevant.
Yeah.
It can teach you the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all right. I think that's good for our introduction. Get to know us a little bit. Is there anything you'd like to leave the people with, CJ?
Stay tuned for more. We'll be covering all things real estate, all things Pensacola and surrounding areas.
Absolutely. And if you want to hear anything specific coming out of the Panhandle in general, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and let us know what you look forward to next. CJ, I'll see you next time.
Absolutely.